tell somebody. If you are familiar with this platform, you know that we're ready to go deep. You know that we're ready to give you facts that you can hopefully look up. And I say hopefully because as I sit here and speak to you now, somebody is changing history, somebody is rewriting history, and they're taking all of the information that I provide, not just me, but some of those of us who've done our research, they're taking it offline where you can no longer access it. So I say, hopefully, I don't want you to believe anything I say. We're supposed to be researching. We're at that point where we're beyond believing, all right? Everything that we're hearing and we're gaining information to, we have to vet it. Don't believe me, don't believe anybody else, all right? So I hope you, when you get this information, you go and look this information up for yourself. Okay, so now let's get into it. What is our topic for today? Our topic for today is, does color really matter? Does color really matter? All right. So that's going to take me into the spiritual side of this game, and it's also going to take us into understanding the flesh side of this game, and I have to explain that and go into it now. This topic is coming from it's a response to some of the things that I have seen when people respond to the videos that we put up, okay? So I need to go into some things because one of the people responded, it was, well, you know, Jesus, he wasn't black and he wasn't white. He was just Jesus. And everybody got their own depiction of Jesus. And so we just supposed to love each other. Okay. So let's understand some things about why we have to recognize what really happened in history and who these characters were and what is the importance of it, okay? So when this person was saying this, and everybody has melanin, and okay, hold on, let me find this because it was funny to me. Everybody, he says, has melanin, and everybody is supposedly the same. This is not to say that. So I have the post, and you all can go and take a look at it. It's about Jesus character, and the topic is, who was Jesus? And then it says the historical lies. Okay, so now in this particular session, someone responded, and I'm not going to say their name because I don't need to give them press, but I'm going to read what was said. He says, I've seen the Ethiopian Bible, and they're all black. Jesus, Yeshua, and the disciple, all black, and Russia has released a painting of him as a black man. They have lied and mistreated our black brothers. Okay, that's one guy. Then another guy comes on and he says, I'm Ethiopian. The pictures you see are obviously black because each community draws biblical characters in their own likeness. You can see the same thing in India, China, and Japan. Jesus was a Middle Eastern man, this person goes on to say, like the current day Lebanon, Syria, and Jordan. With olive light brown skin, please don't be caught up on things that only divide us and have no place in today's church. Let us love one another as Jesus loves us. And that's that feel good. That's cool. That's that feel good thing. But I'm going to help you to understand the reason why this is not okay. All right? So all my light-skinned people, so-called Albions, white people, y'all pay attention because y'all not white. And pay attention to what's going on. My melanated people, please, if you're not hip to this right now, please stop calling yourself black because it has nothing to do with skin color, that title, and neither does white. All right, but let me continue. I come in and I say, the pictures you see, he says, are obviously because of each community drawing their own biblical or community. All right, so I come in and I say, it is true that people create an image based on their own people, and they will look like the people in that area. However, we need to establish that the original being known as Jesus could only have been a brown person because of the people who he comes from. He came from a lineage of all melanated people. So this person comes back and says, everyone has melanin, because I said he had to be melanated. This guy says, well, everybody has melanin, just at different levels. Being Middle Eastern means he has more melanin than white Europeans, but there is no evidence of historical record that proves he is of African darker skin. Now here's another being that is once again claiming that anything with melanin in it is African. All right. Now he goes on to say, again, he is neither white nor black. Let's understand why there's an issue with that. Because again, the topic for today is, does color really matter? Pay attention to why. And again, I've said this in the past to my Albions, so-called white people. I love you. I got no issue with Albions, people from other countries, males, females, no issue. I have love. But at the same time, we're going to tell the facts because everybody has done dirt. All right. So I need to make sure that we're understanding what the facts are. And I'm going to help you to understand why skin color does matter. But at the same time, this doesn't mean that somebody who is of a different skin color is my enemy. That's not what that means. It means we got to tell the truth. And I'm going to help you understand why Albion people, why melanated people, it makes a difference and why you need to know the difference. Okay. So this person goes on to say, I want all my brothers and sisters to see that in search for truth, you don't end up creating division and further the race agenda that has plagued us for centuries. Yes, there is a race agenda. Let's be clear on that. But at the same time, what you can't do is ignore what has happened in history, because when you do that, you erase history. And what do they say? If you don't know your history, you're what? Doomed to repeat it. Diva Lyri won't be repeating anything up in here. I won't be repeating this mess. And I'm telling you what history is so that you don't repeat it. Okay, so let me get into this so we can understand what's been going on. All right, so I come in and I say, get out of here with that everyone has melanin. And I told him to look up the difference between phenomelanin, neuromelanin, allomelanin. There's a difference between the melanins. Thank you, Natasha. You have to understand that there is a difference. And I'm going to go into this. I go on to say, let me finish reading what I responded to this person. So I go on to say, we have factual proof, because this person says Jews living in Judea and Samaria in the 1st century. He's talking about that's how they look. And I said, we have proof that these people were dark melanin. And I said, do you even know where the term Jew comes from? Because he's trying to say that the so-called Jews, he don't even know what the real Jews are. He's thinking that the people who call themselves Jews are Jews. And so I go on to say the Israelite tribe, which was a family of melanated people. This is why the Bible talks about Jews who say they're Jews but are truly a synagogue of Satan, and they're not Jew at all. Well, the term Jew, for those of you who don't know, it comes from the term Jew of one of the Judea, which was one of the tribes of Israel. There were 12 tribes of Israel, all right? And one of them was Judea, and that term Jew comes from that tribe that had that term. And so now another group of people has taken on this term Jew, and they're using it as though that is who they are. And so people are assuming they are the true people of the Bible, the people who are known as the chosen people. They were melanated people. They were dark-skinned, melanated with neuromelanin, which is this person, well, everybody's got melanin. Neuromelanin, that's that dark melanin. I'm not talking about the other melanin that you're talking about. I'm talking about neuromelanin, where you can see it. Okay, so we talk about this. I go on to say, he says there's ample archaeology and genetic evidence of what those people look like compared to today, but I take it that you don't believe those. I know that there's evidence, and I'm going to show some today of what those people look like back then versus what they look like today. We're going to show you how things have been whitewashed. All right, this person goes on to say, don't mean to aggravate you on this topic, so we'll hold on to your opinion. And I need y'all to be clear. What I speak are not opinions. I don't put my opinions out because they don't matter. Only thing I'm presenting to you is what my research shows and what the facts are that you can go and look up for yourself. My opinion does not matter at all. I don't even speak my opinion when I come on live because it doesn't matter. I just want you to know what the facts are so you can go and see them for yourself and find your own truth. So I say to him, I'm not aggravated and I'm not giving my opinion. I only speak facts that I can back up. So perhaps it's you who's upset and you're the one who doesn't want to know the full information. So now I need to get into this. All right, now that I've introduced you to this and you all can find this once again, the session is called Who Was Jesus? The Historical Lies. And you can see this correspondence that I had with this character in the comment section. All right, so now that I've set that up, I need to go into some things concerning this topic. Does skin color really matter? Now, I need to make it clear. There is a difference between the flesh and the spirit. So I'm going to start right here. For those of y'all who have not caught my sessions before, pay attention, because somebody wants to make it out to be, oh, it's all the same thing. It's all together. It's all. No, it's not. No, it's not. So let's be clear. As spiritual entities, we don't die. And by the way, if you're watching this, I hope you take notes or you're able to record or whatever, because now I'm starting to get blocked on both TikTok and YouTube. By the way, we're streaming on YouTube at UNA Republic. Again, one of these sessions that I did where I'm talking about the spiritual side, it was actually blocked. So I'm letting you know, if you're seeing this today and you're able to record it or whatever, I encourage you to record it, because these things are now being taken down, and I'm speaking about spiritual side. I'm not even talking about government. They're trying to say that I am going against their community policies, when I'm just telling you things that the church should have taught you. That all these the Pope knows, but your preacher won't tell you what the truth is. All right, so now let me get into this. On the spiritual side, as spiritual entities, we don't die. You are ethereal beings. And so your flesh, it transfers or transforms or transcends, but your spirit, it continues on and on. Always was, always will be. All right. Now, the flesh, it has its own pull, its own mind. And this is why it's important for you to be in tune with spirit, because if you're not, then flesh will take you over. There is a difference. You know that little voice that be speaking to you and you can hardly hear it when you sit there, and they call it a conscience. Yeah, that spirit, very quiet voice, very soft voice. And if you don't know how to pull back and listen, then your flesh will take over. You won't ever hear spirit. And that's where a lot of us are. I've gone into this when I talk about being addicted. I talked about addictions in one of my sessions. Whether you're being addicted to food, addicted to sex, you're addicted to negativity, you're addicted to alcohol or drugs, that's flesh. All of that is flesh. And if you're not able to overcome that, then you never tap into spirit. And so then, yeah, you think everything is just flesh and you think this third dimension is where it's all at, when it's not. We got to get back to spirit. Okay, so we're understanding there's a difference between spirit and flesh. Now, when I say color does matter, I'm going to help you understand why. When I see you or any person out here, your flesh, your skin, your hair, the way you walk, if you got both your eyes are the same color or different colors, that's telling me who you were in another time. Everything about you tells a story about who you were, your ancestors, where you come from. I can see that when I look at you. You're a walking set of laws. You're a walking book. So when I look at your flesh, or I see your hair or your height, your color, the way you speak, it matters because it's telling me who you are from a physical standpoint. Okay? And then there's the spirit. How you are spiritually, it could be different than the way your ancestors were in the past. Why does all of that matter? Diva, well, because I'm here today. That don't have nothing to do with back then. But yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because again, I say to you, you are a spiritual entity. And everything that happened with your ancestors in the past plays a part in what happens to you in this dimension right here, right now. So pay attention, because I'm going to go deep. When I speak about what's going on with you right here, right now, it has to do with your ancestors and the things that they did in the past. So when we come in here as children, understand that you are an old spirit coming back into a new vessel. These beings that are showing up in this dimension, you're not innocent. You're not new. You're an old spirit that came back in a new vessel. And yeah, you forgot what you did as your ancestors. You are your ancestors. So again, what is a child? A child is an old spirit coming back in a new vessel. This is why looking in the Bible is telling you, well, we all created to sin. Nobody is innocent. All born of sin. But y'all want to feel like, no, that baby is an innocent. No, it's not. No, it's not. That baby is more powerful than the mother that brought it in here. And you all think just because it's a baby or it's a child or it's even an infant inside that it's not creating, but it is. We're constantly creating as gods. Constantly. And so what has happened is, and I hope y'all are following me. I know this is for my mature people. If you're not mature enough to understand and be willing to hear and grow, this is the wrong room for you. I'm talking to my adults. I'm talking to my intelligent people. I'm talking to my people who want to grow up and know who they are. If that's not you, change the TV. Turn the channel.